Today, our teacher taught us about a place called Africa. She say our mamas come from Queens over there. That means that we royalty.
Don't need you to love me.
Afternoon, I need me a wife.
Even if we have to part, you and me, us have one heart.
Don't need
Get off my land!
you.
I write you every day. Daddy! Nothing but death can keep me from it.
Ain't got no kinfolk around these parts.
All I had was my sister. She was the only one ever loved me. I'm gonna hold my head up. I'm gonna put my shoulders back.
It's time for you to see the world.
There's gonna be some changes made.
Put it on. This ain't me. Hush. We need to look like we belong. Let's see this smile and color.
Hello, my name is Michael Morley, and I am here to review The Color Purple, directed by Blitz Vazawell, starring Fantasia Barrino and Coleman Domingo. This film is a musical adaptation of the original 1984 film The Color Purple, directed by Steven Spielberg. This is produced by Steven Spielberg and is a musical adaptation of the original. It's a reboot / musical. There are elements of acting, serious, story within story, and then it goes to musical. Just like this other movie that came out called, that was a reboot of another movie, Mean Girls. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I'm not really into musicals. As I've said, I'm not a musical man, but I can tell that this is a phenomenal film with some phenomenal choreography, music, singing, and acting. This is definitely a worthy film. People will go, well, Michael, does it stick the landing? Is it as good as the original? Is it as good as Steven Spielberg's Color Purple? I would say that it stands on its own. It does its own thing, and it has elements from the original, but I feel like they are a lot more confident with the things that they are done in the material, where I feel like in the original, especially other scenes like the lesbian scene that happened with Whoopi Goldberg in the original, he was a lot more timid. In this one, it's a lot more confident. That's all I can say. Everyone's good. Everybody in this film does a phenomenal job. Corey Hawkins and Coleman Domingo, he's phenomenal in this film. Even the supporting actress, can't think of her name, but she's been nominated for an Academy Award. She's phenomenal in this film. She's very funny. She steals the scene every time. I feel like at times this movie overstays its welcome. I mean, it goes for over 2.5 hours. I feel like this is such a beautifully sad but beautifully portrayed movie. It's set in the early 1900s to the late 1940s, so it's the depression of the African Americans and the lifestyle they had to live. And if you haven't seen the original Color Purple, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it's the family drama that gets you. Her sister had always been with her. They were always together, and the fact that the husband that she is married to is abusive and gets a gun and threatens her. She runs away, disappears, and she doesn't know if her sister is still alive, if she is dead or alive, but she has promised to keep sending her letters. However, the husband has been hiding the letters from her, and she doesn't know whether or not she's alive or dead. And you want to know the answer. Does she find her sister in the end? Well, that's one of the things about the movie that keeps you interested. I think this is a very, very good film. I'm not a musical guy. I'm not into musicals. I probably will watch this one time and just keep watching the Steven Spielberg classic. I'm not a musical guy, but that doesn't stop me from seeing that this is a good film. 8 out of 10.
I know my sister somewhere in the world. Someday we're gonna meet again.
Keep your head held high, just like Mom taught us.
It's time I be free from you and then turn to creation.
I'd die before I let that happen.
Good. That's just the going away present I've been needing.
Oh!